Yes, this is Tactical Red and you're on Tactical United. Man United win 1-0 against Omnia or Ammonia or whatever the fuck they're called, whatever illness that is. And you know what? It was one of the worst performances I've seen from Man United team against this level of opposition. It was shocking. It was absolutely shocking. Once again, we show that we don't have quality to break down a low block. And the reason why we don't have quality to break down a low block is very simple, because our best players are counter-attacking footballers. Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford are our most effective players when there is space to attack the team. Okay? It's all about space for these guys. These guys need a lot of space to produce the goods. And because we don't have a lot of space, they get frustrated and they get exposed at the same time. And we can't even beat a basic level balling team as Omnia or Ammonia, whatever they're called. And we aren't doing well. We are not doing well with that Old Trafford and low blocks. And we don't play well at Old Trafford. I mean, we haven't played one good game at Old Trafford, and that needs to be highlighted. Yeah, we haven't played one good game at Old Trafford. It's been shocking, absolutely shocking. And we need to understand, Ten Hag needs to also learn how to rotate the team. I think, sometimes you need to play the second team against this type of team, give them a chance. Give like one youth player a chance. I think Ten Hag is being a little bit stubborn, a little bit fearful in losing a game, and he's just focusing on the first team on all the time. And like I'm talking about like the first 13 players, and we got a bigger squad than that, and he needs to start playing other players in the team. I'm a bit worried that he doesn't understand the level of English football, and the fact that if he keeps playing the same players over and over and over again, he feels like it's going to work. I think he needs to understand it. He needs to adapt his style, and his style that he learned in Ajax, that obviously got him to the success that he had. He needs to see that he needs to slightly adapt his game, because this you can't just keep playing the same players over and over again. It doesn't work for Manchester United. It's not working for us. We are not playing cohesive as a team. I know Everton was a one-off game, but Everton was an open game, really. They allowed us to. They didn't really have a defensive system. They didn't really have a system at all, to be honest with you. And we should have scored a lot more goals, and they was very, very open for us to win the game. They played into our hand once again, and we only seem to win when teams play into our hand. I mean, we can't, obviously, a team like Manchester City can actually just destroy you with their finishing ability, but all the other teams that we've won games played into our hands, or they didn't really take their chances. And we are struggling against a team that could probably not win the League Two championship. Do you know what I'm saying? We're not doing well. We're not doing well under Ten Hag. We're not playing well. We're not doing well. He came in to play this top quality football, and we haven't done it yet. And I think there's something. I do think there's something strange about Manchester United. I think I know what it is, but it's there's something not quite right. Not as in like the players and stuff, and there's something not quite right underneath the surface at Manchester United. Something is wrong there. Something's not connecting. And you might think I'm trying to make excuses and things like that, but something is not connecting whatsoever. There's something happening under the scenes, in the scenes, that makes us not play well. And it can't be just the players and the manager, because we've had so many different managers. Ever since Mourinho came, because when Van Gaal was there, it's the time we actually played good football. But ever since Mourinho came, we can't seem to have a consistent way of playing. And you people talk about Solskjaer and Mourinho and Ranić and now Ten Hag. It can't be just every single manager is not good enough. It has to be something beyond that. It has to be something beyond just the manager, something beyond just the players, because it doesn't actually make sense. We continue to spend money. The players that we bring in seem to be quality when before we bring them in, and then they come and they seem to lose their quality slowly, slowly. I don't. Is there something happening in that club that is allowing that to happen? Because I know Ten Hag is a top manager, but he does need to change a few things with his team selection and his stubbornness that he doesn't like to change. The team that much. When we need rotation, we're gonna play Newcastle on Sunday, and we've been playing shocking. We've been playing absolutely shocking. I'm actually going to the Tottenham game to watch Tottenham Man United. So you want to see me? I'm gonna make a little video outside the stadium. Yeah, I'm gonna make a nice little video outside the stadium when I'm at that game. So yeah, he got Newcastle, Tottenham, then Chelsea. I mean, he needs. Why is he playing the first team against Ammonia when we got three other big games coming up? I mean, I think it's a bit of desperation. I think, can he not trust his squad? Can he not play Garnacho instead of Rashford? Can he not, use Sancho instead of Anthony? Could he have not have played Fred? Well, he did play Fred, but Fred and McTominay with Casemiro, could he have not, played another centre back and rested Martinez? Could he have not done that? Could he not have played the keeper just to freshen things up, just to feel a bit different? But no, he's just done the same old, and I think it's not helping. I think players need games, and Fred hasn't played a lot. And what do you expect him to do if he doesn't play games? I think Ten Hag is being a little bit stubborn. I like Ten Hag. Ten Hag is a manager I want, and I like him. I do. I genuinely like him. Like, when we think about it, in the Premier League, we've won 5 games out of 6, and we've only lost to that Man City game. That's a good record so far. That's decent. That's very good. That's what we want. That's what we want to like. That's what we like. But we're not performing well. So we need to think about what we need to do next, and we need to focus about what we're doing next. It's a tough season. It's a tough game. It's a tough league. Europa's getting tougher. You've got Barcelona, AC Milan probably dropping in. Juventus dropping in. Atletico Madrid dropping in. Sevilla. These are top teams. These are top teams coming into the Europa League. Juventus, Barcelona, AC Milan, Sevilla, Atletico Madrid. That is 5 top teams coming in. Maybe Shakhtar Donetsk, that's 5 top teams coming in, and you could get like a Frankfurt as well. This is it's not, or Marseille or Sporting. Like, this is not it won't be an easy Europa League, and we have to definitely perform better than that, way better than that. Ten Hag needs to really. There's something wrong at Manchester United. There's something wrong, especially when we play at home. Like, there's something going on. There's something happening. We need to get down to the bottom of it, because it's just repetitive performances regardless of who the players are. And that says that it's not just the players. There's something deeper happening at the club. 1-0 against Omnia. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Did Ten Hag not? And we need to talk about Bruno Fernandes' performance, because he's rubbish. Bruno Fernandes is probably the worst player we have in the team right now. Like, that's our captain. Maguire was the worst team. Now he's lost his place. Now Bruno Fernandes is the worst team. He is not playing well. He is doing consistent Hollywood passes. Consistent giving the ball away. Consistent risk taking. He is not playing as a number 10. He's just playing as a rubbish midfielder. As a rubbish attacker. Like, I see him in games. He's too close to the striker. He's not... He like, Ten Hag needs to get him under control. Or he needs to put him on the bench. Like, you made Ten Hag made this guy his captain. That was the biggest mistake. Like, Ollie did the same thing with Maguire. You cannot just make a captain. You should rotate it for at least 6 to 8 months, and then decide of who's the real captain. Bruno is not the captain for this team. He is not a leader in terms. He might be able to talk off the pitch, but on the pitch, he is not a leader. He doesn't give us what we need. Do you know what I'm saying? We need. I don't think we have a captain. Like Ronaldo would be the captain, obviously. Like or De Gea, it's one or the other. Like that's it. Because these two players probably have the most recognition and the most have won leagues and won titles and won trophies at Manchester United. They deserve to be captain. Bruno Fernandes hasn't done anything at Manchester United to be captain. This badge, this badge means something. This badge means something, and we are just not taking this badge serious. This badge means a lot, yeah, and we need to know who we are. I grew up under Alex Ferguson. I grew up in the 90s, yeah, in the 90s when we would dominate. I grew up in the millennium when we would dominate. Yeah, that's what I grew up in. That's what I expect. Now, the last 10 years have been a shambles. But there's something beneath. There's something beneath. And we need to find that out. Tactical Red, this is Tactical United. Man United win 1-0. Scott McTominay doo. Scott McTominay scored a goal. Sauce got that goal in. It was a good goal, whatever. But we need to do a lot better. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. I want to know if you think. I want to know if you guys think Man United deserve any sort of recognition this season. Do you think Man United are going to win the Europa League? Do you think Man United are going to get top four? Do you think we're going to win any, trophies? Or like, to me, my personal opinion is that we're not winning any type of trophies because we're too inconsistent in our performances. When you come against a big team, they're going to take advantage of that. So I can't see that happening. Like playing Rashford and Bruno Fernandes, like Ten Hag needs to understand that these men don't have any football IQ. It's just facts. And they can win you the game with their one-off performances, but I think these men are so good at being subs. I'll bring Bruno Fernandes and Rashford on as subs all the time, and I guarantee they'll score. But starting, I don't know if they're starting type of players. This is Tactical Red. You're on Tactical United. Have a good evening.